What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have another Madden challenge. Today we are going to be playing into a franchise fantasy draft, but the catch is we have the positions predetermined for us. Before I explain further, let's get our team. Let's go number 14. It's a good number. We're going to be in Miami. All right, so hopefully we all know how a fantasy draft works, so we're just going to hop straight in, and the pick that you get is so important. That pick is going to be round 1, pick 21, so honestly not that good. But the real important part here is our wheel. We're going to shuffle it up, and by the way, we are going to shuffle it between every spin just so we don't get that repetition thing. And our first position, our round 1 pick, is going to be a punter. That is literally the worst position. Punters don't get picked in these drafts. They simply don't. But I guess AJ Cole is going to be a Miami Dolphin. So I'm going to take you through the first 15 picks, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of it by myself. I will be doing the same method. And we're going to get a right outside linebacker. And, I actually don't know if I want to take Khalil Mack. He's 33. Alex Highsmith is 27. But I don't think that in-season fall-off is that big, so we'll just go ahead and take Big Zach Mack. Wow, and even after the shuffle, we're going to go ahead and double up on right outside linebacker. Well, Dre Greenlaw is still on the board, and he is low-key who I wanted to take the first time because he's a little bit younger. So he'll be our left outside linebacker. Next up, we're going to go ahead and get some offensive line security at the left guard position. Hey, and we're going to go ahead and secure ourselves Joe Thuney. That's actually really nice. 6'5", 304 is a crazy build. Next up, we're going to go ahead and get some defensive help at the right end position, almost quarterback. We're going to go ahead and get Von Miller here. Okay, interesting. I mean, 35 years old, but I am just taking the highest overall player because there's not a big in-season fall-off. I do have a jackpot snuck in there, so I hope that we do get that as it went right past it. We're going to get more defensive help at strong safety. Guys, we got to get quarterback soon because quarterback is already down to the old guys. But for strong safety, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves 27 overall, 88 overall, Justin Reed. I kind of like that pick. Next up, I think we're going to go ahead and get ourselves, please be D-tackle, not right outside linebacker. It is going to be D-tackle. Well, that is very much not what I meant to do. Okay, well, I just hit the wrong button. Now we have Evan Ingram. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and take a D-tackle now, I guess, which we're going to get DJ Reader, which is really not a bad pick at all. But I'm going to have to trade Evan Ingram maybe. I guess we can keep him. With how this is going already, we kind of need him. Anyway, are we going to finally get quarterback? Thank you. Last time we did a fantasy draft like this, we did not get a quarterback at all. Let's hope at round 9 it's not too late. So quarterbacks, we have Aaron Rodgers, Kirk Cousins, Gardner Minshew, Joe Flacco. Honestly, Mac Jones might be the future pick for here, but we're going to be like the Pittsburgh Steelers and get 40 overall Aaron Rodgers. Not 40 overall, 40 years old Aaron Rodgers. Well, hopefully we don't get quarterback again because that would be very bad. But going into round number 10, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves another strong safety. And we're going to go ahead and get ourselves Jordan Poyer. Okay, we're getting a lot of old guys. Don't know how I feel about half our players retiring after the season is over, but I mean, we'll see. And we just snuck right past jackpot to D-tackle. Gotta love defensive help, and we are going to go ahead and get ourselves either Grover Stewart, 30, or Javon Hargrave, 31. Yep, that's going to be Grover Stewart. I'm a big Grover Stewart guy, I'm not going to lie. All right, we need a receiver at some point, or a running back. We need a running back really bad. We're going to get a left guard. We also need offensive line. And we get Joel Bitonio. That is actually an awesome pick here. Please, give me a jackpot. I need a receiver or a running back, or just give me one. Oh my God, we're getting another punter. Well, one of you guys going to be a kicker. Hopefully that does not turn out to be Michael Dixon. 6'5", 230. Jesus, man, what kind of punter are you? This guy is 1 year younger, and he's also a star. All right, our next pick is going to slide right past quarterback into left end. And we're going to go ahead and get Zach Sealer, who's going to come right back to Miami. All right, so this is our last pick that we'll be together for. All right, who are we going to get next? And it is going to be our backup quarterback. Well, I guess you're going to have to learn how to speak wide receiver knees. Funny enough, I might try and find a scrambler here. Honestly, Daniel Jones, you are going to be our backup quarterback because you, at worst, are going to be our running back. All right, so that's going to do it for us. I'm going to go ahead and pick for the next 40 picks, so this is going to take a little while. But I'm going to do the exact same thing that I've been doing this whole time just to keep it honest. All right, so the draft has been completed. As you can tell, we are an 83 overall, which is really not good. So let's take a broad look at this lineup. The offense is honestly not bad. You know, we have some really good offensive linemen here. Tight end room looks pretty good. I was assuming that I was going to put Taysom Hill at running back too, but we have A.J. Dillon. Otherwise, I might have to put him at wide receiver, but I mean, honestly, this group isn't horrible. Then you have defense, which isn't great. I mean, we have a really solid defensive line, a really mediocre secondary apart from our safeties, and then our linebacker core is kind of struggling. And then we're not going to talk about, let's actually look at the numbers here. Let's take a look at our kickers and punters. So we only have 2 kickers. We have the 2 best kickers in the league, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 punters. So I am making the rule that I can trade any backup that I want, but the only way that I can do it is by adding them to the trade block. And nobody wants Michael Dixon. Okay. Does anybody at least want AJ Cole? Nobody wants any of my punters. That's not good. All right, let's just look at it though. Quarterbacks are fine. Running backs will be fine. Actually, I am going to put Daniel Jones at running back. I want to see what that does. Wow, and he goes from... He goes down to a 51. Wide receivers, oh my god, I have 3 total wide receivers. We're so cooked. Tight ends are fine. I'm going to go ahead and move Taysom Hill to wide receiver. Left tackle is solid. Left guard is really good, and I assume we're going to move Petonio. He will definitely replace John Feliciano or Gabe Jackson. Then our right tackle's okay, so let me make my adjustments here. Left end has more depth than we need. Right end is also fine. D tackle is really good, honestly, except Grover Stewart, for some reason, now has an injury. We do not have a left outside linebacker, so we'll go ahead. Honestly, I can maybe move. I feel like I might be able to move Samson Ibukem. My middle linebackers are fine. I might move Shaq Leonard, or I'll move Dre Greenlaw. That's what I'll do. Corner has really good depth, honestly. I'm really happy with our corner room. Free safety is okay, and then we're going to move Jordan Poyer over to free safety, and then we're going to move DeAndre Houston Carson over to strong safety. We have, honestly, I'm going to see if I can trade Chris Boswell. No way somebody doesn't want Chris Boswell. Okay, well, if this is just going to be rigged. Wow, nobody actually wants Chris Boswell. That's actually insane. So we're going to see what week we're going to be playing, and this is going to be number 17. Ooh, so we're going to play the last game. And this is exactly what you like to see. We're 9-7. That's going to put us second in the division. We're currently the 7th seed. If we win, then we make the playoffs. We're not a lock yet, though, as the Jets are actually the people that we are playing against. So this game depends if we make the playoffs or not. They have a 1 overall advantage, and they have players like... Wait, I need to scout them. Yeah, we definitely need to scout these guys. They have Matt Stafford at a 90 overall. Nick Chubb. Okay, not a great receiving room. Okay, tight end. Can we get this guy off my screen? Thank you. Offensive line is honestly not great. The right side is way better than the left. Defensive line is horrifying. Oh my god. Linebackers are okay. Honestly, it's mostly the middle linebackers giving us trouble. It's going to be a pass rush day. Okay, that's a little bit of a scary cornerback room. Safeties are mediocre. And you guys should have traded for my kicker and punter. But I'm going to go ahead and randomize uniforms, and we're going to hop in. I just realized this is an Aaron Rodgers revenge game and a duel of the oldest quarterbacks in the league. And we are going to kick off. And why in the world do I have my safety at kicker? What happened? And who is this guy? He is slow. Come on, 2nd and 10. They've got an old Matt Stafford somehow not falling off, and that is a 3rd and 4. Troy Hill gets the tackle. Yeah, we do not have Tyreek Hill, but we have Troy Hill. That's the same, right? T Hill at the route running position. All right, let's just see if we can stop something here. It's gonna be to the corner, and that is going to be a complete pass. They only get 1 yard, 4th and 3. I gotta say, I love the aggressiveness of our defense right now. We are playing like we want to win. And honestly, defense was something that I was really excited about, as Devon Vele looks big. This looks more than wrong. Ew. Aaron Rodgers coming off of a horrible ball being thrown. Let's just see if we can convert here. I think that we can get this. I thought that corner was going to drop back with the receiver. Instead, he drops down to the flat, and that's going to be a turnover. Honestly, not what you like to see. Not going to lie. Would have much rather scored a touchdown there, or at least a field goal, but it's fine. And these guys just keep attacking the edge on these out routes and these like flat routes, but they're not getting much. That is a gigantic one over. Oh my God, Johnson floats over the user lurk. And that is a bait and switch that you would make up in movies. And that is also going to be a jet injury to the offensive line. That was a great play right there. Already forcing a turnover on the second drive of the game is awesome. James Conner is going to fight, get 6. Let's go ahead and threaten them with this. And then throw X here. Jawan Jennings, the gadget player. I think Evan Ingram is going to have to be a major focal point of this team as we're going to roll out fire into the end zone. Jawan Jennings, 6'3", comes down with it. What a play right there. That was either a 50-50 ball. It was either picked or caught, and look at that. Just big man over top of him. Aaron Rodgers throwing the accurate ball there, and our kicker at least is very healthy. Let's not break what's not broken. We'll go ahead and do this. Are they finally going to start running the ball with their boy? No, they are not. They have an 89 overall running back, and they're letting him go. Then again, I keep leaving this route open. All right, let's see what they've got. Another pass from Stafford. That is a wide open receiver, and that is going to be an easy touchdown for them. Is that DeAndre Hopkins on the Jets? That is not what you like to see. Yeah, I mean, that play has that one hole on it down the sideline, but they had yet to attack it at all today. But that just happened to run verticals right then. All right, the extra point attempt from their horrible kicker is good. Miami has a very nice playbook for what we want to do right now, which is honestly very nice. So I hope to use it a lot. See if we can get here. That's a horrible ball. What am I doing? I thought he was edge rushing. And that is going to be 2 consecutive plays with touchdowns on it for the Jets. Unbelievable. Well, they matched my interception, I guess, as that is going to be a good extra point. Jason Pierre-Paul is gone. Jason Seiler has to slip in. Ooh, we got a Hill in here. This time he's white. That's Taysom Hill, actually. Ooh, Taysom Hill to the 36. What a return. Not what you like to see here. This is man coverage. It's not. I'm going to try and hit the zone. Almost caught by Ingram, but the hand was there, and we got to take our field goal. Well, that is the good part about having the best kicker in the league, that you can make these. Holy, what a boot on him. And that would have been gone from 20 more yards. And another run-heavy formation. They're actually going to run it this time. And wow, nobody got it. Holy, but Troy Hill picks up the fumble. Nick Chubb just got rocked. Holy, to end the quarter. We have a great defensive play, and this is looking like a defensive game for everybody. All right, I'm going to go ahead and give it another run to James Conner. He's been great today. Push the offensive lineman. And there's a first. 3rd and 10. Gotta convert at this point. Like, this is sad if we can't get it over the head. Jawan Jennings has his 2nd of the day. He is producing like crazy. Finally, we're able to capitalize off of one of those plays, and that is exactly what you want to see. The extra point is up and good, and we have a 3-point lead. I think that the CPU is going to be a little bit more scared to run it at this point. I'm going to give him a little bit more pressure than before. 2nd and 1. Got his zone blitz here. This is going to be a run to Chubb, and he gets rocked. But he gets the first down. Another injury, and to Zach Seiler, the 2nd injury at that position today. Hopefully he's not out for the rest of the game because he is a big piece of our defense. He's going to hit the out route again. That's 5 yards. He's gone, so now we're on to our 3rd string. We really need for our defense to hold up at times like this, and he holds on to it. Are you kidding me? 3rd and inches. I very much think that this is a run. They don't have Nick Chubb, and this is definitely not a run. I'm not going to lie. I don't think that New York runs it like that. It's going to be the out route. I thought that the man coverage would help. Still got the secondary running back here. And that's going to be some off coverage. I hate when they break that tackle. They break that tackle so consistently, and DeAndre Hopkins breaks 2 more. Dude, it's so annoying. That one tackle animation is a guaranteed break tackle, and there's no way around it. They always have that same animation. It's really dumb that it's even a thing. He's going to take the check down to the running back. I miss. Nick Chubb just takes one directly up the head, and he stays up. That's a 2-minute warning, too. Got to find a remedy to these routes that they keep doing. As Stafford has nothing open. He fires. That's another interception. Troy Hill is having the game of the lifetime. I hope it's him. And that is a good return, too. We are in business. 1:49 left with all 3 timeouts. This is not the play that I thought it was, but I don't hate the look of it, honestly. Jennings seems pretty safe to hit here. Wait for him to clear. Evan Ingram, get a good block. Okay, that's out of bounds, 1st and 10. All right, let's just try and get something good here. I like Adam Thielen. If he can hold on. Aaron Rodgers breaks a sack, runs, fires. That's not the guy I wanted to fire to. Going 4 verts here. I don't see anything. Actually, A looks kind of open. Mercedes Lewis, the 40-year-old tight end, gets us in the red zone. 2nd and 7. I don't see how they guard Adam Thielen here. Well, now I do, don't I? Gonna get a quick ball out to Ingram just to get the first. We have timeouts to be with. I think that we can choose another play here without burning all of our clock. Well, that burnt 20 seconds, didn't it? Okay, on the 6-yard line, it's going to be a screen. Connor gets the ball, breaks a tackle, and gets to the 3. Honestly, I think Connor can power it up the middle. If not, that's okay, because at this point, it's end zone or nothing, but I want to give him the opportunity to run it in. So close. I don't care if it's dumb or not. I'm going halfback dive. I mean, this run game has been great for us. He goes up over top of 2 defenders, and that is a touchdown to end the half. Exactly how you want to play that, and we don't throw in the end of the second half. All right, we just got to hold out for 25 seconds. I don't think it should be that big of an issue here, especially considering they have to return it right here, meaning that they will get a good amount of time to shoot off. Stafford takes his time. He looks like he sees something, and he's just going to take an easy throw over the middle. See if they can find anything here. He's gonna throw another almost interception. 13 seconds. Got 1 timeout, and it kind of looks like they're just trying to get into field goal range. 9 seconds remain on the clock. It doesn't look like that much is open. Stafford is sacked by Dre Greenlaw. All right, well, it's end zone or nothing for this team. They're gonna run a Hail Mary play. Give me another interception. This time it's Mike Hilton, and that is how you want to end the half, with an interception. Didn't even go for the end zone there. It was an interesting choice. So at the half, we're going to lead 24-14 at a comfortable margin. Let's just see what else we can do. Honestly, throwing it deep has been great for us today, and he's been kind of good from short. We receive ball, which is great. New York has 4 turnovers opposed to our 1, and that's what, in the end of the day, going to lead to our victory here. If we get our victory, hopefully we do. If we beat that guy, would have been a touchdown. Listen, this got them last time, so let's see if it'll get them again. I don't quite see it. I think I had Jennings, who's not going to move, but Aaron Rodgers, he's got some wheels on him, and he's going to get a late hit. Going straight up the middle with Connor. He's going to fight for 5. I really like a shot to Juwan Jennings here. I'm not going to lie. I don't think it's the time or place. No, but it's going to be a wide open pass to Adam Thielen. I really wish we had a very dominant receiver, but still, because there's some shots. Evan, are you okay? I'm going to trust my boy James Conner with this one just because of how good their pass rush has been. It might open up the pass game, and that goes backwards. 56-yarder for the best kicker in the league. You got to test that theory that I was talking about earlier. That is a bad kick from me. I did not hold that long enough. And we're going to go empty. Matt Stafford, he's going to look. He's going to fire. And that is going to be a big pass to DeAndre Hopkins, the disruptor of our defense. It's going to be a pass from Stafford again. And that is a instant sack. Who in the world is that? It's Samson Ebukam. I was going to trade him earlier, but he comes in big now. That was a powerful sack. I'm surprised the ball didn't come out. So we're down to a 3rd and 20. So it's big play or nothing. I guess they could get a sneaky little field goal here. They have a few things that they could throw, and it's just going to go out of bounds. He's going to punt, and that is what it is. I mean, I'd love to get Connor some better runs here, but, I mean, it's just not my choice. Connor puts him in on the floor for 9. I got trust in Juwan Jennings to secure this 3rd and 2 here. I hope he can. It's going to be a juke move to decide it all. Juwan Jennings breaks 2 tackles and gets the first. That is a disgusting play right there. I think at this point, the safety either goes to one or the other. Aaron Rodgers, insta sack. That's going to end the 3rd quarter as well, as this is a 10-point game. 3rd and 20, let's not complicate it. Let's just have our boys play football in the receiver positions, and that is going to be yet another sack. Insane pass rush, and they're going to get the ball in great field position. Great punt from AJ Cole is going to go past midfield. That is electric, just like that hit. All right, let's see what we can find here. Big play. Oh my God. The receiver comes down with it, and another offensive line injury for New York. But that was a crazy catch. All right, 1st and 10 here. See who Stafford aims for. That is wide open. That should never be that open. 1st and 10. I didn't think it was going to be one of those. 3rd and 10 is a gigantic play because this decides whether they need a touchdown or a field goal on their next possession, which just is everything for this game right now. It is going to be a sack. This is a tough field goal even at that. Khalil Mack. I haven't heard Von Miller's name today. When I think about it, when I was thinking about my veterans, this is a gigantic kick. Let's see if he can make it. He's got the aim and he's got the distance too. I don't think it's going to work, but their defense is clamping every other style that I'm using here. Off platform, horrible ball. Aaron Rodgers. We need to get this ball back right now. We cannot. And that is a 1st and 10 in our territory. Darius Slay with the pick. Touchdown would tie it up. Hopefully they don't find the same hole in our defense. This is a different defense, but I think it still has a very similar hole. He is going to find it. Troy Hill. Can you believe it? A breakout game from the youngin'. What a guy. Holy. He has 2 picks and a fumble recovery today, I think. Jawan Jennings. Single coverage. You thought that was a good idea? Wow, that was one of the worst balls I've ever seen, huh? Hey, Aaron, do you want to try and actually become a good quarterback again? Or do you want to throw stuff like that? Dude, that was on platform. A lob to his shoulder, and he threw it directly at the DB. All right, let's just see what we can get here. He's going to throw it. What? What? Are you kidding me? What? DeAndre Hopkins, another touchdown. That's not even DeAndre Hopkins. Whoever it is just broke a tackle. My DB decided not to play football today. Khalil Shakir. This whole thing is so stupid. I'm not going to lie. All because Aaron Rodgers threw a bad ball. All right, I don't really think we have much clock struggle here. But we definitely can't, like, linger around, make stupid plays. James Conner. Awesome run right there. That is why we did it. Fake the run. X should be open here. Wow. Juwan Jennings. He's got it. There we go. This run did not look green at all, but we're still... James Conner. 8 yards. 3rd and 2. This is a gigantic play. I'm not going to lie. James Conner needs to get this right here, right now. Bumped around. He's got it. 2-minute warning. Conner. He's going to get good blocks. Oosh! Good spin move. There we go. Conner is having an awesome game today. I think B is going to be wide open here. He is. Adam Thielen. That's a touchdown. Extra point gives us a 7-point lead on the day. And they have a minute 16. They have a minute 16 and 3 timeouts. So they are certainly not in an abundance of help here, but they have a chance. It's going to be a throw to the edge. You can't make that, and that is an incompletion. It would be better if you caught it. 2nd and 10. It's going to be, oh, wow, a seam shot. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God, are you lying? Are you lying? What just happened? Pat Freiermuth just broke 3 tackles, and now we are in a horrible position. Not going to lie. The only reason I did take that touchdown earlier was to build suspense. I now regret that choice because I think they actually could tie it back up here. But still, we play action, obviously. He's got a crosser. Oh, my God, Hill. An absolute clinic from him today. 3 interceptions. Matt Stafford is falling apart at the seams. Need to get a first down here. Come on now. James Conner is that guy. Another gigantic play here. I trust Aaron Dillon. Nope, that's not his name. I trust A.J. Dillon for this. Full-heartedly. James Conner. Stiff arm. There we go. And that's going to seal the game. 104 yards on the ground. And the Dolphins are going to make the playoffs here. That is great. Either way, though, the Miami Dolphins are in the playoffs. And we are going to be playing the 14-3 league, or 2nd in the league Bills. Let's check out our stats first. Offense was almost dead last in the league. That's not good, but that means our defense was really good, almost top 10. Aaron Rodgers, 3,700 yards, 25 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, 62%. This is a very bad season from him. Wow. That's not even including the 3 picks that I threw. Like, I mean, it is, but like, even without it would be bad. Rushing wise, James Conner, 862 yards, 10 touchdowns, a great season from him, 4.1 yards per carry. Jawan Jennings, 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns, 883 yards and 4 from Thielen, 602 and 1 from Evan Ingram. Not horrible sack numbers. I mean, Morgan Moses, 8 is not great. 7 Bakhtiari isn't great, but everybody else is fantastic. 80 tackles, Troy Hill. He was gross. 75 from Dorian Williams, 70 from Jordan Poyer and Alexander Johnson. TFL-wise, 16 Khalil Mack, 16 Zach Seiler, and 12 DJ Reader. An incredible pass rush season, accompanied with 7.5 sacks Khalil Mack, 7 Von Miller, 5.5 Samson Ibukam, 4 picks from Troy Hill, 3 of them from one game, 2 Dorian Williams, Dre Greenlaw, DeAndre Houston Carson, Tashawn Gibson Sr., and Mike Hilton. 8 deflections Mike Hilton, 7 Dorian Williams and Jordan Poyer. 2 forced fumbles out of Alexander Johnson, 1 out of Justin Reed and Zach Seiler. A block kick out of DJ Reader. A safety out of Dre Greenlaw. And no touchdowns, but this is definitely one of the most dominant defenses in the league. Brandon Aubrey, 83% with a 57 long. Isn't horrible. I have no clue if this is good, but 52 average looks kind of nice. Taysom Hill being that guy is not surprising. Von Bailey had a nice little return. And overall, you gotta love it. I don't think we have any award winners in there, but it's really solid. Wild card round, we just simulate because we know that we're gonna win. Or not, we got beat 35-10, which is also, as they call it, a butt whooping. Well, I guess you can't be that shocked. Well, we got beat by the Super Bowl champions, who were the Buffalo Bills, who beat the Saints 31-20. NFL MVP was Jordan Love on the Bills, or the Super Bowl MVP. NFL MVP was Dak Prescott on the Giants. That is more than surprising. Coach of the Year is the Raiders' Antonio Pierce. Offensive Player of the Year is Brandon Ayuk on the Bills. Defensive Player of the Year is the Bengals' Zaire Franklin. Offensive Rookie of the Year is the Ravens' Drake May. And Defensive Rookie of the Year is the Raiders' Jared Verse. We're going to go quickly just check out some other stats around the league. Jordan Love, 4,700 yards is our leader, followed by Jared Goff and Russell Wilson. These are some shocking teams here. Top 3 touchdowns, we had Jordan Love at 51, 43 for Derek Carr, and Dak Prescott with 39. That is an interesting little MVP season that he put up there. Interceptions, Anthony Richardson led with 31, 27 for Justin Fields, 23 for Russell Wilson. Patrick Mahomes had the best rating in the league, followed by Dak Prescott and then Joe Burrow. Derrick Henry on the Chargers led the league in rushing with 1,401, 1,400 for Christian McCaffrey, and 1,340 for Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon had 20 touchdowns on the Steelers, followed by Najee Harris with 19. Well, these two just switched teams. And then 18 for Josh Jacobs. Derrick Henry had the highest yards per carry, followed by Saquon Barkley back on the Eagles, and then Christian McCaffrey. Alec Pierce led the league in receiving yards on the Packers with 1,400, 1,300 from Brandon Ayuk, and then 1,200 for Amari Cooper. Touchdown-wise, 18 Brandon Ayuk, 18 Demarcus Robinson, 18 Tyler Lockett, 549 rack for Brandon Ayuk, 485 for Bijan, and 470 for Alec Pierce. For sacks, Olu Fashanu gave up 15 from Brandon Coleman, 14 Alaric Jackson, and Ronnie Stanley. Logan Wilson, 123 tackles, 123 for Levante David, and 122 for Jawan Bentley. TFL's Chris Jones led with 20 on the Bears, 18 Ed Oliver, 18 Daniil Hunter, 14.5 sacks for the Vikings, Andrew Van Ginkel, 13 for the Trayvon Walker, and 12.5 for Jared Verse. 8 interceptions for Patrick Surtain on the Titans, 8 for Joey Porter, and 7 for Kenny Moore. 16 deflections, Zaire Franklin on the Bengals, 15 Jordan Hicks, 14 Carlton Davis. 2 forced fumbles out of Pete Werner on the Texans, 2 out of Alex Anzalone and Roquan Smith. A block kick out of Javon Hargrave on the Ravens, Alex Anzalone, Josh Hines-Allen, and Deron Payne. Safeties out of Taveri Thomas on the Commanders. Osa, I'm not even going to try. I know he's the old Cowboys guy. Dre Greenlaw, Trayvon Walker, Tuli Pelotu, and Brian Burns. You could just look at the touchdown count here. Is there a lot? Most field goals made was Blake Grupe on the Chiefs, followed by Tyler Bass, and then Brandon Aubrey and Cam Little. Highest percent goes to Jason Myers on the Jets, and then Jake Elliott, and then Cairo Santos. Year long is 58 from Jake Bates on the Colts, 57 from a bunch of guys. Young Ho Koo on the Ravens had the most blocks with 3, along with Will Lutz, followed by Tyler Bass and a bunch of other guys. And that is going to do it for the video, everybody. If you enjoyed, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll definitely do more of these as I have another sequel list coming up. Goodbye.